You hear Kaya say, well, some of them are here, but I'm sorry. Who are you?
Hmm? Adrian Adrian goes into the foyer.
And
Hoshimi, without changing back quite yet, peeks around the corner as well.
yep, peek around the corner, and she did not tell me where she was going.
Hi,
Okay,
Reinhard.
Hoshimi pulls back, makes sure to change back out of sight, and then comes around the corner. Reinhardt, as glad as I am to have you back, if you raise your voice to that volume again after the day we've had.
Well, excuse me, I was dead.
And for the first time, her ears and tail pop out in front of him, and she just growls. She's so done that she does not care at all.
Like, hey, you got better.
Really?
Come on, it was out of character. Low hanging fruit.
That one was hanging so low it was scraping the ground, and I'm surprised you picked up something that dirty.
Oh, well, fine then.
Which lights come.
May I please wait her? May I please wait here for my sister to return?
Of course you can. Just stop yelling. That's all.
I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. This is my normal volume.
Would you like to come in?
Yes, please.
At this exact moment, I hate to admit it, but I very much miss this man.
Oh, this will not do. This will not do.
What's wrong now?
I need to make food.
What?
You didn't eat?
No, I'm just realizing how hungry I was.
Down the hall to the right.
Thank you.
I just imagine what Caius is just staring at this previously dead guy is now cooking in his kitchen.
Okay.
Caius is just kind of sinking into his chair, just like, oh man, I do not know how I'm gonna explain this.
I don't know if you've met him before, but that right there is Olwen's older brother, who very recently was brought back from the dead.
Huh. Wow.
Yes. Well, by now, surely you know that we're a strange group of adventurers.
He gives you just this deadpan look. He cups his cheeks with his hands. He goes, "Oh my Desna! Oh!"
Hoshimi just walks over to him and gives him a quick kiss.
Yeah, yeah. He falls out of the chair. He falls out of the couch. Stop doing that!
Stop forgetting who has the advantage around here.
Adrian offers a hand to help him up.
You fight.
Finish that sentence, Caius.
No. Because I know what you're gonna do as soon as I say it.
You're learning. She gives him a genuine smile and a pat on the shoulder. Let's just relax for the night. As we've explained, it's been a hell of a long day.
Very well. So, time passes, and sure enough, everyone comes back.
Hello.
And where am I? Where did I put?
Ow. I have a painful pimple on the back of my ear. Wearing headphones
Aw.
hurts right now.
Yuck.
So, everyone is here.
So, how'd the interrogation go?
Well, Olwen just sort of, like, she kind of ushers everyone over to the couch. Oh, did you do this? Okay. She kind of ushers
Wait,
everyone
what did you
over
say?
to... Yuto was over here with us as if he came in with us, and I didn't
Oh.
realize that he came with
Oh,
us.
okay.
And Olwen starts telling a story.
So,
Yeah, Seven's curled up on the couch. Her eyes are still red and wet.
does she mention Seven's actual name, or give it, or
Oh, yes.
Evispree?
Well, her old name.
Old name, yes. Evie.
Evie!
Yeah,
Evolution!
Evie.
She
So-
evolved from Evie. Get it? Get
Oh,
up.
she's the flying evolution.
I'm gonna
so-
mute myself before I get murdered.
So, Leviker has a husband.
Unfortunately.
He said he's a
Like,
professor.
okay. Hang on one second. If anyone catches this, Olwen is kind of thinking to herself, like, geez, what am I doing wrong?
I think it's going over my head.
Yeah, same.
If Levikra, a tiefling of similar age, and Kruku for Cocoa Puffs is married, and Olwen isn't, what is she doing wrong?
Oh,
Wow!
No, don't do that.
She's feeling very inadequate.
and so Dwarf, he's also a professor. You said.
Scientist of some sort, but it would be reasonable to assume he has some sort of advanced degree.
DM my Royal Society, see if I know the guy. Have you ever stopped in court at Court University at any point?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Maybe,
All right.
or maybe some of his papers were published or something.
Yeah, something
Probably.
along
Well,
those
any
lines.
of that would fit into history.
Yeah, or
Also
lore,
society.
or lore academia.
Whatever's your highest.
I thought you said
Oh, now-
Lorax. but
I-
Never mind.
No, but society's my highest.
Woohoo!
When you said
All
Lore
right.
Academia, I thought you said Lorax.
I speak for the trees.
So you're racking. It's like you're racking your brain, and Professor Devland. Yeah, you do. It's like you do recall that name, like coming up in passing. That their field, their sphere of expertise was biology.
How
Makes
very
sense.
fitting.
Ooh. Would Michael have known him? Given that he's in the same, he's I forgot, it was either chemistry or engineering, but yeah, would he know him since it's also in the same sciences?
Life sciences are a bit different than something you'd find at MIT.
Gotcha.
Well,
And I'm
depends.
sure,
is,
him being,
is
and,
Michael?
and I'm sure both of them being dwarves had nothing to do with that postulation. Oh, what? So you think that all dwarves are supposed to know each other, huh?
Well, I know how to put it in Sotal. I defeated Sotal.
Is Michael in like chemistry, as in like chemical engineering, or is he in biochemistry though?
Let me double check what I put for his backstory. That's something I can look up quick.
Because biochemistry is a thing. Like, how else
Yeah.
do we make pharmaceuticals?
Of course.
Oh no, he's an artificer, so he'd probably be MIT stuff.
Okay.
So he probably would not know anything regarding biology.
I mean, he might know things like maybe a little, just because like. Never mind. I could go into it, but no, probably not in this era.
No.
Like nowadays, like chemists and engineers and biologists would work together for like, you know, limbs or like extra prosthetic limbs and stuff like that. But
Right.
probably not.
Oh well, what? Well, didn't Dwarven Kings?
He was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, wasn't sure. Wasn't sure if he had any prosthetics or not. Alright.
So, entering in here is Reinhardt. Dinner is served.
Ooh. Seven, are you gonna eat the food that Reinhardt made for you?
Hoshimi's head turns towards Seven. She doesn't look angry. She just kind of looks worried.
Not saying anything, Seven just nods and quietly goes to the dinner table.
Promise he made it with love. He's a good cook.
Oh, of course I made it with love. I mean, you have to in order to feed a wonderful daughter. It's a... Oh dear, she seems so shaken up.
She does grab Reinhardt real quick in a hug, though.
Oh! Oh, wow! Those are some... Oh, those are some muscles. But anyway, wait a minute. How good is all of your spice tolerance? I forgot to ask.
Flint has flashbacks to the super duper spicy broccoli he ate. Pretty high.
Hoshimi
Fine.
changes back, and she says, "You'd be surprised how spicy food in my homeland can get. I can take a lot."
Very well.
Fine.
I mean, it's not wrong. In real world culture, like, Oriental cuisine will burn your tonsils out.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be the most painful tonsillectomy you've ever experienced.
So,
The aftertaste of death still lingers within me.
I still see the chicken on the sriracha bottle.
bon appetit. Spiced chicken lasagna.
Gimme.
Ooh.
Just give me that for real.
So yeah, there's not really an equivalent to this because it's named after a city, but it's buffalo chicken lasagna.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Does your dad have any vegan options? Vegetarian options, maybe?
We'll go see what we got.
Thanks.
Also brother, not dad.
Yeah.
Brother, sorry. My bad.
I mean, the way he acts.
That is
might-
Raphael. They both have our names. It's okay.
Yeah, it can be a little confusing sometimes.
My brain just went Ninja Turtles. Okay.
Olwen whips up a quick tempeh and mixed vegetable stir fry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If I had known you were a vegetarian, I would have prepared something. Oh, what is wrong with me? Oh, jail for 1,000 years for me neglecting to ask such a simple accommodation.
And Flint just kind of hugs his legs. Hey. I appreciate your hospitality.
Besides,
You hear
besides it's okay.
You hear Caius mutter, "This is my house."
Besides, Reinhardt, it's quick to whip up a stir fry. Olwen places the quick stir fry in front of Flint, and then gives her brother a kiss on the cheek. You're fine. She sees Caius in her chair and then goes to sit over with Sybil.
Where's the camera?
Where is the camera?
I got it. That language does. Oh, never mind. I forgot.
So, after we get a good rest, get our bellies full, what's our plan of attack for tomorrow?
Anything to find Abigail.
Do we want to do anything with that new information we have now?
Yeah, we're looking for a green dragon, and he likes to toy with his food before he eats it. I could go to the pig's nose again.
Where would the nearest den be? Did she say how far she would have gone?
She didn't.
DM, can I kind of... Insight isn't a thing, but can I sort of guess society or...
Yes.
That would actually be a recall knowledge arcana because this is dragons.
Oh, okay.
Here, I have Arcana, so...
Okay.
I can
I
aid if you
think
fail.
Flint would help with this. He's half dragon.
Ooh, that
do I
would
have
probably-
knowledge dragon? I don't think that exists, but
Okay, Olwen just nat 20.
Okay, never mind.
oh, then never mind. Dude, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good here.
So, Olwen, you know that. So, you're trying to think about everything you know about green dragons in particular. You know the acid breath. You also know that while some like to make layers, some do live amongst people.
Okay.
And while some green dragons are simply content to just, take advantage of people, some, have more nefarious goals in mind.
Mhm.
So...
Are there any physical characteristics that might make them, more recognizable? Sort of how, I was able to tell the Viker was a part water elf?
Unfortunately, because their disguises are because their disguises are magical, you wouldn't be able to tell that sort of thing. It would mostly be something like you would have to be able to tell if someone was like a shapeshifter.
Is there a particular scent that usually goes with them?
Sometimes there's acid, but not really.
Okay. Oh, by the way, before I forget, my leads for Pursue a Lead are now Abigail.
Mhm.
And because Olwen doesn't know anything about Lord Kauna or Turncoat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hoshimi still needs to talk about that.
Yeah. in the living room or lounge, whatever it is, Hoshimi, she has been plopped on her brother for a good while everybody was eating, but then she like sighs, stretches, and changes back. And she's speaking in Kitsune. This is not going to be a pleasant conversation. Yuto, I know I normally don't ask this, but maybe you could perhaps be there with me. I'm not afraid of talking to anyone. But, well, we've both seen what Olwen's like when she's angry. A little bit. Nothing. Legitimately nothing.
Also, what language is he speaking? I know Kelket and Simajin, dang it!
You don't know Kitsune.
This is called escalation.
Got a little list. I've got a little list.
Oh!
You're just determined to keep me from having private languages, aren't you?
No secrets will be kept from me.
I have succeeded in bits and pieces so far, and I've stepped up and above over everything you've done so far in some way. Bring it! I enjoy the challenge! Thank you. Well, no better time than the present. She's probably in a good mood since Reinhardt's back. This is going to be fun. Hoshimi peeks her head through the door. Olwen? May I speak to you in private, please?
Olwen looks up at the ceiling as if trying to calculate what her favor would be. But she thinks she's cashed them all in, so she does not know what this is about.
Okay.
So be right back. There's more stir fry in the kitchen if you want some more. Oh,
Thanks.
and she sees Seven eating, and she scratches behind Seven's crest. Good. I appreciate you eating. I want you to be strong and healthy, okay?
I'll try.
Seven gives her a cute little
Seven.
affectionate peck on the cheek
You
and
said
goes to follow
seven.
Hoshimi.
You met Owen. She met Owen.
You know,
Flip, flip, flip.
We
It's
all
okay.
do it. We
It's
all
fine.
do
I
it.
called you Hoshi.
We all do it, baby. Okay, Hoshimi would have made sure all the doors were closed. This is going to be a fun conversation. So, are you still... how are you still feeling about a certain information giver that we've been dealing with?
Well, I don't like that he just chooses to help whenever it suits him, it seems. If he had just intervened any sooner, or intervened at all, we wouldn't have had to deal with Reinhardt getting killed, and I wouldn't have had to make a deal with Hollyhock. Yes, I got the artifact back for the royal family out of it. That's still... I still would have gotten it anyway, eventually. But
I'm not so certain that it was a matter of choosing whether or not to intervene. You have to remember, he told us as soon as we killed the Oobleck that a part of it escaped.
I suppose, but
If
if it escaped, why didn't he kill it?
not everyone is capable of the same things we are, Olwen. A few months ago, I was nowhere near the fighter that I am now. We've had to get stronger because of everything we've dealt with. And I don't think it's justifiable to assume that he could stand up against the same things we've had to.
That's fair enough, I suppose.
You were looking for someone to be mad at, Detective. That's all. That
Hmm.
is the long and short of it. Your brother was gone, and your initial reaction was to take a knife to yourself.
Owen averts her eyes.
And when Flint, Sybil, and I wouldn't allow you to do that to yourself again, you needed someone else to blame, didn't you?
I see where you're going. I follow where you're going.
I'm not entirely sure you do. Yuto, there was it. I know I asked for moral support, but I think that it might be a good idea for you to explain how it was for you when I was missing. When you thought me
Olwen
dead.
raises her eyebrows. In her head, she's going, Yuto's going to explain something.
I know that you have a difficult time, well, for lack of a better term, speaking to others, but no one's going to relate to this better than you are. And for the record, this is how it felt when you went to Olwen behind my back. I love you, brother. But in all seriousness, this is important.
So you're saying you want?
I want Yuto to talk to Olwen about how it felt for him when he thought his sister was dead.
Talk or message or spell it out.
Or sign language or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you
I
can do
do
it
know
in
sign language.
you can do it in voice to make it easier, but just that could just be like notional and he'll just be like signing it the whole time.
Olwen does know sign language.
Mm-hmm. Granted, he'll have to go back to his humanoid form, but nope, he's sticking to text.
Yeah.
Hoshimi places her hand on Yuto's back on his back to support him. Hoshimi's eyebrow raises as he says this because he never told her into that part.
Hmm.
Yuto. Brother. The silence is deafening, man.
Olwen gets out of the chair and kneels down on one knee in front of Yuto and opens her arms as if she's offering a hug.
Hoshimi very gently gives Yuto just the slightest pressure on the back to know that she encourages him to for once accept the gesture of affection.
Yuto just trepidatiously tips over to Olwen. She kind of leans his head in the crook of her neck.
She holds him gently.
You see him shaking a little bit.
She's alive. It's okay. No. He was mine too. He feels a tear drop onto his fur. Okay. It's okay. You don't have to keep explaining it if you don't want to.
Yes. Yuto. Yuto, it's okay. This is the exact reason why I wanted to find who sent me and everyone else to that dark place because of what they did to you.
Shh. May I scratch your ears?
Yuto, don't say that. Please don't say that. You are far and away better than he is. And you always have been.
Hey, Yuto? Nope. Olwen holds him out, like, you know how, like, you hold a little puppy in front so that the puppy looks at you in your face?
Okay, that's an interesting image.
No. You're my friend. You understand? And I think I have better judgment than that, okay? You're not him. You're not anything like him. You are very understanding, kind, and considerate in your own way. Okay? Are you listening to me, Yuto? You know how I know you were listening. I know. You know how we were talking to Seven about how you don't have to choose, you can choose who you want to be, and you are not a monster? The same goes for you. You understand?
Hoshimi, like, she kind of nuzzles her face into Yuta's back. Brother, it's all right. I really believe that we don't have to deal with how we feel alone anymore. I know we even had to keep this from Yasmin and Kadir, but I don't think we have to with them. It's all right to feel your feelings, brother.
That's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay.
But Hoshimi hugs Yuto close to her, just like holding
Olwen hands Yuto back to Hoshimi.
hands him back. What? Okay.
She's been holding him out like a puppy that's like making sure
I
she
get
listens
you.
to
I
him.
get you. It's just funny. But Hoshimi.
It's a very funny image.
Hoshimi like holds Yuto close, and then she turns to Olwen. Do you understand?
And then yes and no.
It's because not doing anything to others without just cause, finding reasons to blame or hurt others, it does nothing. You may be bitter towards him, but if you stop and truly think about it, there's no plausible reason to be. Angry, yes, I can understand that. But assuming that he is some sort of selfish, self-righteous criminal or something of the like, whatever you're classifying him as in your head, the bottom line is you are being unfair. Unfair and presumptuous.
All right.
Turncoat contacted me again. You may not like hearing this, Olwen, but we need whatever help we can get. So, I need for you to make a promise to me. Do not, and I must stress this, do not attempt to bring him harm or arrest him or anything of the like in any manner. I can't say that I trust him either. We're not going to find out if your anger chases him away, are we?
Reinhardt's alive. I have no reason to be angry with him anymore. But if he proves himself untrustworthy, then fine. We shall see.
If he should prove himself untrustworthy, remember you are not the only one who bears a firearm anymore.
Mm.
Do I have your word?
I will not shoot him on sight, yes.
Olwen, Owen, I need better than that. I need you to promise me that you will not harm him. Shooting on sight is not shooting on sight is not the same as not harming him.
I will not harm him unless he proves a direct threat to me or the rest of us.
That will suffice. Hoshimi gives Yuto another hug. I'm sorry I made you talk about that. I just... Well, the reason was twofold. One, I couldn't think of any other way to make it perfectly clear to Olwen. And two, I think that's the first time you've actually told me in detail how you felt during those 6 months. Yuto, if you want to go and rest, then please do so. But I'll be upstairs not long, okay? Owen, sit back on the chair. I'm going to bring everyone else in here for this. Everyone?
Hmm?
I need to talk to everyone. And this is very important.
Okay.
Okay, what happened?
Oh, more fun conversations. And this time I don't have my brother to support me. Yippee. Okay. So, I was contacted by Turncoat today.
Okay, what did he say?
Well, first of all, he said he wanted to help prove Seven's innocence. But, given what happened today, I'm not sure how relevant that still is. All the same, Flint, Adrian, Sybil, you all met Turncoat today too.
We did?
What?
Hoshimi points at her neck where her necklace usually sits. Did you notice something missing?
Um.
I want you to think very carefully for a moment. Did you see it on perhaps anything else today?
Wait, that Kano guy?
Hoshimi nods.
He's Turncoat?
Well, I can certainly tell you he's not Kano.
What do you mean he's not Kano?
The Kano I knew was well, for polite company, I'm going to say a piece of scum. And
So
by what Turncoat told me, which I can fully believe, remembering what I knew of the boy back then, he was basically sucking up to and happily serving my parents.
So this current Kano is considered an upgrade?
Hilarious as it might sound, yes.
Hmm.
And the real Kano, according to him, is dead in a ditch somewhere, and truly I couldn't care less.
Huh. Double upgrade.
The Kano that I saw when we were running from the theater was him.
Okay, so what does that mean for us?
It means we can put at least some face to Turncoat. And I can tell you that he is also from Kikoria.
In what regard? Whose side is he on?
I am hesitant to trust him. But when I questioned him about his motives for helping us, given how absolutely resentfully he spoke of my parents, which I can't blame him for, when I asked him why he would help given how much he hates my family, he essentially called it spite. That he'd just gotten free from his masters, and he wants to do the exact opposite of what they told him to do. That leads me to believe that he is acting to help us because he used to serve someone who wished to stop us.
Any clue who his masters are? Were?
Not yet. But I thought it important you all know this.
Alright.
Alright, so keep that information on a 10-foot leash, I guess.
10-foot leash. Try a 10 inches. Hashimi stands up from where she was kneeling in front of the table. If you'll all pardon me, I have a younger brother to tend to.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, Hoshimi heads upstairs.
Yeah. I think we should all head to bed anyway. It's probably getting a little late anyway. Besides, those of us who offered something to the Lightbringer should feel a little bit more refreshed in the morning.
And we can start katana training tomorrow. Well,
You don't have a
maybe
katana.
not katana.
We don't exactly have weapons.
Well, no, we can go to the blacksmith. That's no problem. But also, I realized we should probably look for Abigail instead.
Yes, I think that's probably a better option.
Let's head to the blacksmith and see if we can train on the go. I don't know. I still want to get the katanas.
We can pick up a training weapon and maybe train nights when we're, when we're resting.
That works.
I gotta get me some short swords. Seven, you gonna be okay tonight, or do you need some company?
I don't know. Everything's a little fuzzy right now. Maybe I'm just tired.
All right. All right, I guess bed it is then.
Alright.
Wow. Would you say that that's a good place to stop?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems
So-
appropriate.
Yeah.
Merciful heavens, Yuto's having a moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Reinhardt's back!
Yep.
Yay!
Yay.
I-
Good news!
Levikra's captured!
Even better news.
Yay!
Yes.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
Yay!